Hit it.
Yeah. It's your boy, Brother David, one more time. Coming in at you, on you guys one more time. Kraig Facts. Kraig Smith is doing his show, and I wanted to chime in on what he said, his comments about that fight between Zo and Corey the other night. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Commonality, or the thing that bonds two people, is a vehicle, and that's why I say there should be friendship insurance. Because just like you have insurance on a car, there should be insurance on the vehicle of your friendship. Mm-hmm. Malcolm X and Red Foxx.
Yeah.
Let me wait till you sit down. Come on, man. Get it. It's all love, man. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that Malcolm X and Red Foxx were best friends for a significant portion of their life.
Yeah.
You know,
they was doing what they was known for.
Before they was doing what they was known for.
Isn't he Shorty in the movie?
Yeah. So that character is based on Red Foxx and a few other people that he hung with. You know what I'm saying? But that was his partner. Nigga, they met in the kitchen. They used to work at a chicken shack. You know what I'm saying? Red Foxx was the dishwasher. Malcolm X was the nigga on the fries.
What city?
It was in New York. They both moved. Right, they both moved to New York to make it, and that's where they met, cooking in the kitchen. But the point is, the vehicle that bonded Malcolm X and Red Foxx was poverty.
Right.
They was broke as fuck. So they started hustling and robbing niggas together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know. They call Red Foxx because, well, they called him Red before the Fox, but they called him Red Foxx because him and Malcolm X used to break into cleaners and steal all the zoot suits. And so they got the reputation for dressing foxy, because back in the day, a foxy nigga was a fly nigga. So that's why they called him Red Foxx.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But they did drugs together. They robbed people. They pimped women together. They hustled together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then at some point, Red Foxx got his answer to his call. He answered to his call before Malcolm X. So there was a point, if you guys can look it up on YouTube, where Red Foxx said out his own mouth, he was like, yeah, Malcolm was my dude, but Malcolm was a little bit more militant on the street shit than I was. So where I had the disposition to sniff some coke and drink and go lay up with a broad, Malcolm wanted to sniff coke, drink, and go rob niggas. And at some point, he hopped out of that vehicle that established their friendship and jumped onto this comedy train.
But was it a friendship, or was them niggas co-workers?
I mean, they were.
That's a good dynamic, because oftentimes people, they'll mistake because they're co-workers at their friendship. Like, we watch basketball. They used to always get at Kobe and Shaq for fighting each other. Like, hold on, these niggas is teammates. Yeah. They get to fight each other. These motherfuckers ain't going out and hanging out after work and shit like that. Sometimes that can be conflated when you see two people in a professional environment with a friendship. But going what you said about the whole vehicle thing, like, people don't understand when it comes to genuine friendships. I ain't talking about no work shit. I'm talking about your friends and friends of friends. It's only gonna be a couple people that you know for a long ass amount of time. Most motherfuckers, y'all got a season that y'all gonna be mad cool with, and at some point y'all gonna split off, and y'all gonna still be cordial, but it's gonna be almost like you didn't know the motherfucker.
Right.
That's just part of life, and people take it personal instead of just saying, hey, this motherfucker got me through a season that will help me learn for some shit. That's gonna make me a bigger person.
Peep this though. That's damn near the difference between a vehicle and a home, right? For example, a vehicle, it take you where you need to go, but you got to get out of it to be going where you got to go. Yeah, and then eventually you get another vehicle, because nigga, it's just a vehicle, nigga. But the crib, see, work motherfuckers never even been to the crib like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
They come smoking a ride. Y'all might ride somewhere. It's a vehicle. So him using that term vehicle, it does speak to a phase.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or it's just being in transit.
Yeah.
When you're in motion and you're doing what we're doing, you have an idea of what the final destination is, but you don't know every stop along the way.
Right.
Real talk.
It may be a stop that this nigga ain't willing to get off on.
Yeah.
You know, we may be sniffing coke, smoking weed, fucking bitches, and then I get married. I got to get off on this stop.
Right.
And when I get around you, if you don't respect that, then I can't keep hopping in the vehicle with you because you compromise something I'm trying to build.
Right.
Your real partners ain't never gonna let you compromise what you're trying to build for the friendship. They always gonna speak words of wisdom and confidence into you to maintain whatever it is you're trying to build outside of that friendship. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk.
And that's just the way it is. Now when you do get into a wreck, an emotional wreck with the friendship, there's a few things that you should look at before you total that friendship out. When you get in a car accident, if it's too much damage on that car, the insurance company gonna total it out.
Yeah, too much.
Now, in the car game, they got gap insurance.
Right.
Unfortunately, in regular life with your friends, it ain't no gap insurance. You know what I'm saying? So once you total the nigga out, it ain't no comfort. It ain't nothing making up the difference between what you've invested as opposed to what the friendship is worth.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to watch what you say and how you say it, because you don't want to fuck off a good person based on how you feel right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's real talk. But like that's where it comes down to, you know, self-realization. That's why I said motherfuckers just better smoke. Look, I had a dope ass Shroom trip this past weekend. You feel me? Man, I had some, and I ain't gonna mention no names, but I had some people I knew from back in the day that was very close. That I you know how it is when you forgive somebody, but you still you still want to whoop their ass.
Yeah.
I forgive you, but I still want to beat your ass.
Right.
Nigga, I had a Shroom trip, and then I looked and realized how goddamn stupid it is to be hanging on to some old motherfucking shit over a motherfucker that you ain't never going. It don't matter no more. Like, look, you got to realize when you cool with somebody and that shit broke off, when you look back, it's something that happened during the time that y'all was mad cool that taught you something, that helped you grow and helped you develop into the person you are.
Right.
So it's like you never are at a total loss. You never get completely totaled out when you lose a friendship.
Right.
If you're the kind of person that go back for the nuggets and knowledge that you met that person to learn from. Now, if you're the kind of person that just be like, oh, fuck him, then yeah, you lost everything because you missed a whole golden opportunity. Matter of fact, you didn't claim your insurance. You had insurance. You didn't file a motherfucking claim because you didn't go back and reanalyze the shit that happened in that friendship that could have helped you grow.
Well, peep this, Kraig. Well, there is gap insurance in the friendship, because the gap insurance would be that other homie that told you stop fucking with this nigga.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I've had falling outs where it happened, and then Dozy like, bro, I've been trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you do have that also, but sometimes you don't want to listen to that because you try to see the greater good in certain people, and like, nah, y'all wrong about dude or whatever the case may be. You can still rock, but it doesn't happen like that, bro. Like, people evolve, and some people say the same.
Though, because you can become the enemy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can become somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's looked at like, oh, well, you just saying that because this nigga doing this, and you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't really. They do that. So, you know what I mean? And if, I mean, but you look at those in a certain way, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like there's any kind of malintent in him telling you that. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to really, like, put you up on game about the nigga. You probably see something you don't see. You know what I'm saying? That's what trusting your homies do. But
that's an adjuster.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So in car insurance, an adjuster is somebody who comes out and assesses the value. But here, let me put this into play as y'all talk so we can push this along, right? So in car insurance, there's a multiplicity of variables that come into play when they want to talk about the value or what a vehicle is worth, right? So you got the year. Okay. To transition that over to a friend, how long I've been fucking with this nigga.
Okay.
That counts. Because if I know you since kindergarten, you got a lot more leeway and leverage to do shit than the nigga I just met 2 days ago.
Keep going, because I got something I want to say to that.
Yeah, it's the year of the friendship. Right. The mileage on it. The mileage is what the fuck have we been through? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
You know, a nigga that I've been almost... That's been shot at with me, or I done fought niggas with, or who done seen me cry after I broke up with a broad, or who done seen, you know me go through shit with my parents. That's mileage. Yeah. I can't just throw that away because of how I'm feeling right now.
Facts.
That counts in the value of this friendship vehicle.
Hell yeah, that's why y'all still cool.
Yeah.
This
Hold
nigga,
on. Go ahead.
No. Speaking of Malcolm X, this nigga Dozy was the nigga that was combing Brandon's hair in the toilet to get his shit like that. So whenever you comb a nigga hair in the toilet, nigga, that's a good ass friendship.
That nigga grabbed your hand when you trying to let it burn. Hey, tell that nigga, let it burn. Who got you ashamed of being black?
Let it burn,
Hey,
nigga. Let it burn like that. Nigga.
Okay, Kraig, peep this though. Here go the part niggas don't want to deal with though, because this is the flip side. I'm gonna always do a devil's advocate take on anything. You know me.
We
When I get insurance, them motherfuckers ask me a couple questions like, "What neighborhood do you live in?
Right.
Do you keep your car in the garage or not?"
Right.
Because that speaks to what the risk factor that you brought into the relationship.
Right.
Nigga, your hood, how you take care of the car.
Right.
Is so like, nigga, that's important. Number one, because if you do everything that you're supposed to do, keep it in the garage like you said you are and all that, then we would get, you granted a brand new car. But if you one of them niggas who, I keep it on the street, I barely lock it. Sometimes I come home drunk and basically it's like niggas not ready for the fact that they miss the cues of the misses in the friendship.
Right.
See, like niggas who don't expect to take a loss could never be a boss.
Definitely.
Hey.
Definitely.
So like nigga, if Michael Jordan record not only 6-0 in the finals, but nigga, however many games with 85, 82, so he's talking about 82-0.
Right.
For his whole career, 82-0 every season. That's not a respectable record as it is to see that, damn, that nigga took a couple losses, because if you don't expect a loss, then you don't respect the playing field.
Right.
It's like, nigga, well, the league must not have been shit then if couldn't nobody ever beat this nigga ever.
Right. I agree wholeheartedly, and that's why he prepared so hard.
Exactly.
You know, and that goes into another thing, assessing the value. So now we got the year, the mileage, the previous history, which is what he talked about. Previous history is important.
Very important.
When you drive, they pull up your previous driving record.
The Carfax.
When you pull up the Carfax, it lets me know if this vehicle has been in an accident or not. Is it a salvage title, friend?
Or if you the type of nigga that's always crashing motherfucking whips.
That's very important. That don't mean I can't be your friend, but in the protection of me and what I'm trying to accomplish, I got to know how far I can trust you. You feel what I'm saying? Then you have the adjuster. And the example that Brandon brought up, those was the adjuster. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with people, you may have friends that aren't necessarily friends with each other, but sometimes they hang around on the strength of you.
Right.
In that process, if a nigga really fucks with you, he gonna play the role of an adjuster and do what Doze said or what he said and say, hey man, you may not want to be fucking with that nigga. The risk factors are high. I wouldn't just be letting that nigga know where your mama stay like that.
Right.
This is the type of nigga that when she go to work, he gonna be up in there trying to get the jewels. You know what I'm saying?
And that's important, because I remember, I don't know if it's still like this now, because when you married, you don't pay attention to shit socially. But I remember back in the 90s here in LA, there's a lot of niggas that would become real cool with somebody. Like, it was a lot of niggas that went to Centennial and Locke and them schools. They would get cool with the niggas that went to Westchester and the West Side schools. No, not just for the broads. Okay. Hamilton. These niggas get mad cool with them. They bring them over to their house in the Dare Heights and everything. They rob their motherfucking ass.
Jack move, yeah.
And that's some shit that happened a lot going back to history of a motherfucker. You come around, you got somebody, y'all had a good time at the club. Y'all fuck these bitches together now. Y'all think y'all cool. Then here your homeboy come like, hey, that nigga done robbed like 6-7 motherfuckers. Y'all sure y'all want to hang out?
Yeah, man.
And he got motherfuckers that be like, no, that's my homeboy. That shit have never happened to me.
Shit. And that's the last category of assessing the value of a friendship vehicle is the damage in comparison to its worth. You know what I'm saying? If you is me being your friend worth the possibility of you robbing me? You know what I'm saying? Is it worth that possibility? Because friendship, you may not be stealing something that's tangible, but a motherfucker could rob you for your time.
Yeah.
They can steal that and you'll never get it back.
Facts.
We speaking from a very benevolent standpoint though. Some niggas want to learn how to rob. You watch Belly and you look at them niggas that was hanging with Tommy. What this nigga saying, learn how to bag the weed first. Nigga, it's like, so yeah, it ain't that nigga. Some niggas, bruh, you might want to take a step back and look as the adjuster, a nigga who you done warned a nigga about, and you keep warning the nigga. Sometimes you gotta look at this nigga like, wait a minute, is you a type of nigga that? Is you one of these niggas? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, cause you think you know a nigga.
Right.
Some niggas like, I need to get my grimy up, and homie got the grime plan down pat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's real.
Niggas get your grimy up, nigga.
It's important to understand the value of the vehicle of insurance for a few reasons, right? Because once something is defined, you're able to appropriately develop what it is in your mind.
Okay.
Because the biggest distance between two people is a misunderstanding. Niggas can be right next to each other, but be a million miles away from each other because they don't have the same understanding. So don't be scared to define shit, because at some point, if you're being passive aggressive and you're letting certain shit slide with a friend on both ends of the spectrum, eventually, I promise you, it'll come to a point where shit blows up. And that's going to test the worth of your friendship in comparison to the value. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk.
And, you know, and that's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So I felt it was very important to get that off my chest, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, two people that I love dearly, who are legends to me, you know, they got into it. And I want to put this message out here, bro, that I feel like what they've been through and where they come from should be stronger than what happened the other night.
Easily.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not on nobody's side. I love Zo. I love Corey.
I don't know what happened, Doug.
You know what I'm saying? I love Zo. I have Corey. There's no perfect friendships. They do not exist.
Hell no, they don't exist.
They do not exist. But sometimes you got to assess the damage in comparison to what it's worth. In my opinion, these two men are my Malcolm X and my Red Foxx. You know what I'm saying? They both symbolize something for my people that a lot of people don't have the heart and the courage to display. Now, I'm out of my position as a little homie to speak on shit when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say, man, that I'm operating from a place of love, man.
As you should.
And if both of y'all niggas is listening, I want both of y'all to win. I'm not in agreement with how it happened. I don't think that it was wrong, because both men have been wronged in certain situations. But I support both y'all niggas, and I do not take sides. What a lot of people don't understand about this comedic grind, especially for somebody like a Corey, is a lot of our money has been cut off. We can't do shows like we used to do. We depend on these shows. We depend on the fans to help us feed our families.
Facts.
There's frustrations that come when you can't do the things you used to do because of circumstances that have nothing to do with you. So if you watch what happened, don't judge it. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge it, appreciate it. Because we're allowing ourselves to be viewed on camera, and we're doing things that are emotionally honest, and it has a lot of emotional integrity. Emotional integrity tied to it.
Facts.
You can hide at work and act like you don't feel how you really feel.
Real talk.
But the reason you listen to me is because I say what the fuck I feel.
Go ahead.
So if I feel a certain way, wrong or right, and I still have the courage to tell you that, don't judge me.
Facts.
Because that's not what we do. Being black is not a perfect experience, people.
Man.
We didn't all grew up around crackheads, have aunties and uncles that are drug addicts. You know what I'm saying? People that grew up in foster care in our community.
Niggas fighting uphill against demons.
Niggas fight. We all fighting demons. Don't think you perfect because I allow you to watch my struggle. I just can't see what you going through.
Facts.
Niggas.
Real talk.
Go ahead.
Niggas hide it well.
Hey, take it a step further. Don't nobody give a fuck what you going through. My shit is news, bitch. Your shit, you know what I'm saying? Your shit ain't shit.
You're straight out, nigga. That's a fact.
And that's the thing, like, because I see people out there hit me up. I got a lot of inboxes and shit, and I see people talking. And I don't say nothing because, like Kraig said, when you're a little nigga around, you ain't got nothing to say. You know what I mean? I know my role, I know my lane. Right. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, for the people who are out there, don't look up. You guys to look inside for the things that you want from those of us that you love. Give that to yourself and make sure you give that to those who are around you, and you won't be as tied to what other people are going through. Please like this shit.
The one real quick, bro. This is we hit 2K, bro.
Hey, we had 2K in the chat room
for the first time, man.
Hey, but how many likes we at?
We hold on, man. We gotta think that because this is dopest audience in the game.
Dopest audience in the game. I love and appreciate
it. Yeah, so we appreciate y'all, man. 2K, man. We hit it.
2K, man.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, man. You want a drink? Yeah, let's
do it.
I get the cup.
Yeah.
I got weed. What are we doing?
Oh man. Normally I got the edibles, but I didn't bring none of that. Oh yeah.
Give me a drink, goddamn it.
Get the smoking up in this.
Yeah, we'll take a little sip to that, man. We appreciate y'all out there.
2,000 is a lot.
Julio, man.
Brian Singleton, appreciate you, bro.
Josie, let me get that.
I don't know who's been here since day one, but the first episode.
Yeah, remember that?
You remember the first episode?
Hey, we be like, we used to be like, hey, when we get 100 people in the chat, we gonna start.
Yeah, we did.
Hey,
we did 100 chat.
Hey, we would make niggas wait like 10, 15 minutes.
We'll
100
start
people
the
get in, then we start the show. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely means a lot, y'all.
If you niggas doing that on their live on IG, I guess we ain't gonna never start this. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like,
I got
Well, I don't give a fuck.
hey, cheers,
Hey,
y'all.
man, cheers.
Hey,
Love y'all niggas,
Love
man.
y'all
Success,
boys,
man.
man.
2000 in this
Bow,
bitch.
bow, man.
organic growth, my nigga.
Yes. But that's some real talk, man. Like, you know, don't allow what happens, because at the end of the day, we all humans trying to grow and find our way. You know what I mean? So even the people that you love, you know what I mean, people gonna go through some human shit. Don't let other people's personal growth that happens on camera in front of you deter you from your own personal growth and deter you and make you feel sad and down and all that shit. Just take from it what you can learn and live your life better, man. And then whatever you hope for, hopefully it happens.
That goddamn shot boiled my heart, nigga. God damn.
That nigga got a heart meatball in his chest right now. Put some spaghetti in his mouth, nigga.
Yeah, damn.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, shit. But man, I wanted to speak on that, man, and that's all I have to say about it, man. So it's 51-50 or nothing, nigga.
Yeah, man.
Don't
Fuck
think
what y'all
that
talking about.
you know, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So let's go to the next topic. What happened in boxing? You was talking about something earlier, man.
Oh man, we was
Oh, yeah.
we had touched on was Kovalov, right?
Kovalev,
Kovalev.
yeah.
Test positive for banned substance, man. And the thing with him, bro, the pass he gets from media of being a fucking racist, doing all types of shit to embarrass the sport,
Beating his wife,
all of that allegedly.
allegedly.
But all of that, bro. But
You marry you a boxing nigga, bitch. Learn how to fight.
but I mean, but you
At least get out the way, man.
but-
At least work on your football.
but what I'm saying,
You should have rolled his punch by now,
Wake up,
bitch.
Hey, that should be the first dance at the wedding, nigga.
Nigga,
When everybody
look.
watch at the wedding, they should be like,
They should do the motorcycle dance.
garter belt, nigga.
Give me a 3 count. Give me a 3. Give me a 3.
but the one, it's something to be said, bro. You got to give credit to the guys that do it the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guys like Floyd and they don't get the credit.
Yes.
And when you see everybody else doing it, people just look like whatever, still fight them. Like, bro, you know how difficult it is to fight a dude with super strength? That knows how to fight?
Here go the thing I don't understand though about PEDs, right? It's always some type of natural supplement that you could take that could do that same shit.
Right.
And so a lot of these niggas that you think, you know what I'm saying, nigga, that ain't nigga, they got that goddamn Space Jam juice in that bottle in their corner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just some shit that we don't know
Right.
about. You know what I'm saying?
Space
You know?
Jam juice. But you right though, like to show you how fucked up boxing is, Derrick James.